Welcome in, everybody. Let me go ahead and get a little reminder up scrolling at the bottom as you come in. If you don't mind, now or in the future, hit a thumbs up on this YouTube video for me, please. I hope this lives on forever and finds many viewers and listeners into the future. And this is a live stream that is titled Beard Topics Live. And essentially, I have a couple of goals on this live stream. First one, hopefully we'll hit right away for anybody that can't watch for a while, is that I want this to have a podcast style feel to it. I want you to be able to throw in some earbuds and listen while you mow the lawn, while you clean the house, while you get ready in the morning. You don't necessarily have to be here live in the moment. Now, we do have people that are here live in the moment, and I love that. I appreciate you guys. I see so many of you in here right now, which is awesome. But if you would like to watch in the future, just turn it on, just listen, just watch normal style. That is an absolute goal of this live stream right here, Beard Topics Live. Another goal is I go live every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I know that schedule does not fit everybody around the world that watches this channel, whether it's a different time zone, work schedule, family conflicts, whatever it may be. I wanted to do a stream where we just talked about beard stuff, and I did it on different days and on different times. I believe this is my first time ever going live at 2 p.m. So I'm trying to stretch, right? The other day I went live on the weekend at 9 a.m. Other times I've done 1, I've done later. And so I'm trying to reach different zones for people that do want to experience a real-time live. That would be fantastic. And quick shout out to everybody that's in here so far that have commented. D. Dot, we got Nate, Jose, Go Habs, PB, Jake Boss, Jamie C, Jordy, Twitch. We have Melissa. Hey, Melissa, and the other half of that power couple. We have Garrett. We got Buffy, Ryan, Leo, John, Robert, Donald Long, True North, Chris. Welcome on in, everybody. How it's going to work is we're going to first talk about the sponsor of this episode. These streams are always made possible because of sponsors. So as always, if any companies are interested in sponsorship details, just reach out to me. I have never once asked a company for anything. I don't reach out to these companies and say, hey, do you want to sponsor a live stream? Do you want this? I just simply do my thing. And then if they want to approach me, they will, and I give them the details. So again, as many of these sponsorships I have a month, I will do these streams. I absolutely love them, but it does take time away from my family and my other work. So the sponsorship is what kind of evens it out. So you guys can continue to get 5+ years of free content. Never once have charged a penny for content on this channel. So shout out to you guys. And on a Thursday, yeah, just in time for Holly's nap. And we got Denmark in the house. Awesome. 4 days of new beard growth. Awesome. Go Habs. Keep us posted. I bet you're going to enjoy that and learn a lot as you have that regrowth journey as well. So we're going to talk about the sponsor first. And then after that, we are going to have 3 set questions that come from you guys, the community, that we're going to discuss in long form transparency kind of format. I want to be able to break it down, get perspective from you guys, but share my thoughts and feelings on the topic. And then the last part of the show is going to be opened up for you guys to be able to talk about anything that you would like as far as beard topics. And hello, Brandon. I said can't stick around, but definitely listen later. Thank you so much, man. And I have a stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern on this channel featuring Copper Johns. They have a couple of bits of big news. Tyson, the owner, will be on stream with me. We're doing several $100 worth of giveaways, and it's just going to be a great time. So yes, what's the 5+ years thing about? I was just simply saying that these streams are sponsored, which has allowed me to continue to do 5+ years of free content. I've never charged viewers for any bit of content, any bit of advice, any bit of my time, actually. And this allows us to be able to do that. So yes. And again, guys, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, we have that one for sure. Well, see in the chat. Oh, yeah. I don't know all the ins and outs of how you break down the chat and all this stuff. I think if you're on your phone, if you turn it sideways, it gives you a full screen, but I don't know. I don't know all that stuff there. And again, guys, if you D. Dot says, shout out to you, Dan. We love you in this community. Thank you, man. I'm very proud of this community that I was able to have a hand in kind of corralling and bringing together for one positive source, one positive place. And it's really cool, man. It really, really is cool. And yeah, as Twitch Beard said, one thing that can be helpful is by simply hitting that bell on the channel so you get notifications. And if I go live, you'll get a notification every single time. And there are different levels within that notification. If you click it, you have different things that it can tell you. So yes. And if you are watching, if your phone is sideways, it's full screen as long as the setting isn't locked. There you go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And yeah, special shout out, happy birthday to Ken. It is his birthday today. Ken is killing it on this fitness journey, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into the show to begin here. Hey, Gary, welcome on in. And what we have again, Beard Topics Live. We are on episode 14. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to say episode 14. And our sponsor today is and this is the last one of the month. We will start up with more beard topic streams next month, unless the sponsor hops on and wants one at the end of the month. I might be able to. Did this just start? It did. Yeah, it just started, G Squared, just 5 minutes ago. And Melissa said, I literally learned something new in all your streams, Dancy. You are the best teacher. Thank you. I learned something new pretty much every stream as well. Last night, I learned like 5 new things. If you guys didn't watch Beard Topics Live with Sam last night, not exaggerating, not false humility, I learned a lot last night, and it was really cool. So that's why I like this as compared to a traditional podcast, is because I get feedback from you guys. I get additional answers from you guys, which is really cool. And what's up, Biggs? Biggs 808 says, good AM. Oh, it's in the Pacific. Nice. New sub here recently. Been watching some of your vids and enjoy your calmness and demeanor. I'll stick around for sure. Oh, thank you, man. If you like that, you'll definitely like this live stream. It is definitely a chill live stream. Monday, I've got a little bit more of like a crazy, rigorous pace that I love. Wednesdays, kind of in between. Yeah, we just got all different sorts of things going on. But our sponsor today is shout out to Artius Man. This is a company I've worked with for a long time. And one thing that I always like to highlight is, did you know that Artius Man has free samples? All you got to do is pay a couple of bucks for shipping. I believe for the first time when you try to do this, you get 2 free samples, and they're worth like $5 each. So you're saving $10 and getting to try something for free, even if it's just to try the oils. So all you got to do there, you go on their website and you will see 100% that it is a easy to get to on a free sample section. And they're really encouraging people to do this. This isn't something that they kind of just throw in the side and they hope nobody does that. They are encouraging people to try these free samples. And so I have. So Mr. PB says, have you tried their tea tree shampoo? I love it. Love their tea tree shampoo. I'm going to tell you a bit of news in just a second here. But Jose says, thanks, Artius Man. Yeah, shout out. This stream is literally possible because of Artius Man. So thank you to them. And again, guys, as always, I never expect you to spend money. I never require you to spend money. But if there is one thing that would really help out, is go follow them on social media. If they sponsor a stream and they see that they got a couple of new beardsmen or a couple of new ladies following them, they're like, okay, that's cool. People are learning about our company. They're engaging with this live stream. They appreciate that we give back to the community. So you don't have to spend money to support. Just simply give them some follows, give them some interactions on social media. That means the world. Maybe even send them a message and simply just say, hey, thank you for sponsoring Dan's live stream. That means a lot to us. It was a lot of fun. I've heard great things about your company. Just something like that can go a really long way. Yep, a really, really long way. And if you are wanting to try them and you want to take advantage of a code for their company, I have 2 different codes for them. It is Dancy20 or Thin. And the reason why is their codes are a one-time use only. Not my favorite thing in the world, but they do promotions all the time. Little bit of a spoiler ahead of time. The first of the month, they're going to be the sponsor of the Facebook group Commands Corner, my group. And so they'll be back there as well. But Dancy20 or Thin20. Now, D-Dot, I saw your question. I saw everybody helping in the chat. And this leads to probably what I talk about the most on here. I saw Leo point this out somewhere else when giving an example. And I'm glad that people are listening and hear me. So D-Dot asks, what is the viscosity of their oil? Their oil is thick. It's not medium thick. It's not medium. It's not light. It is thick. To me, it is the thickest beard oil on the market. Now, from the beginning, I tried their beard oil. And for me, my beard, my skin, my preference, their normal beard oil is too thick for me. I can wear it when I kind of dilute it with a thinner oil. So I had let them know, right? I was always honest, always transparent. People oftentimes will ask me questions, ask for feedback, and oftentimes they don't like the answer. They're just trying to get confirmation. This company was above professional. They were so kind, even with me telling them, I don't really wear your oil. It's a little bit too thick for me. But their customer service is on point. Their legitimacy of a brand is to the top. They are absolutely amazing. And they came up with the idea of, hey, man, If our beard oil is too thick for you, it's probably too thick for some other people as well. What if you developed your own line within our company and you get to do it all? You tell us the carriers, you tell us the fragrances, you tell us the ratios, and we'll put your logo on it. We'll call it whatever you want. So, with the help of Artius Man, I developed the Invigoration line. The Invigoration beard oil is a thin viscosity beard oil, maybe flirting with medium thin, but it is a thin viscosity beard oil. So they do have a nice balance to their blends. They got the thick normal blend, and then they have the thin Invigoration. And welcome in everybody from Bob to Deborah to Sebastian. Sebastian, I believe they ship to Denmark, but I'm not sure. You'd have to run through the website to see on the checkout if it allows it. But I think they do. But I'm not positive on that one. So the thin Invigoration line is what I created with them, and it is just an invigorating, fresh, minty scent. There's a little bit of citrus in there as well, but it's one of those wake you up kind of scents. And not only is it in the beard oil, it's across the beard product lineup. There's Invigoration in butter, in wash, in conditioner. And guys, you're hearing it here first. Right now, I have not told a single soul they are going to carry over the Invigoration line to their other products. They're been longer than a month, but changed channel. Oh, hey, thank you, Ken. I appreciate that, man. That's a bummer that they reset it. Yeah, you've been way longer than a month. So thank you, sir. But the Invigoration scent, if you guys like that scent, it is going to be in shampoo. It's going to be in body wash. It's going to be in conditioner. It is going to go across their lines, you guys. So dang excited. I just heard yesterday for the first time that news. And so if you like my kind of invigorating style of scent, you can have it for your beard and all across the body. Now, that sounds a little bit weird, but it is true. And these are all, here's a big thing. If you're someone like my friend Ruben, that is someone who either needs or prefers all essential oils, this company is 100% essential oils. No fragrance oils here, nothing synthetic, 100% all natural essential oils. So just something to keep in mind. Hey, what's up, James? Good to see you, buddy. And here's some feedback by G Squared. He says, love with like 4 or 5 O's here. Artius Man as a great rotation. I wear it every week. My beard responds incredibly well to the thickness. Disclaimer, I use less oil I use less oil than usual, and I need more time for it to absorb. Dude, fantastic feedback right there, G Squared. So he loves it in rotation, but he does use less and it takes longer to absorb. That is almost always the case. When you use thick oils, you usually use a little bit less. When you use light oils, you usually use a little bit more. So awesome, awesome comment right there, G Squared. That's amazing, you guys. And again, if you're wanting to support, you don't got to buy, you don't got to purchase. You can just follow Artius Man on Instagram. Send them an email, send them an Instagram message, and just say thank you for sponsoring this stream. And D-Dot says, I need to try different ones because I've just been using thin or medium. I just forgot if Beard Octane, Fable, and Live Bearded. So Beard Octane is thin, Fable is medium thick, and Live Bearded is kind of like a medium light is what they would have. Yes. Invigoration on the body, make everything tingle. Yes. They are located in Ohio. And that just goes to show, guys, I'm in Michigan. My rival forever was Ohio State. We can work together. We can all be friends. So, yes. Cameron said, did you say I could make my whole body smell like you? Yep. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not going to go any farther on that one. Ben says, love Artius Man body wash. Me too. I haven't had it for a while. Full disclosure. I have not had it in probably over a year, but sure as heck, I'm going to stock up when it comes out in Invigoration. So yeah, it's going to stock up. Ruben said, might have to try the thick blend because of my red beard. Dude, it's worth a shot. And again, you guys, don't forget, this company has free samples. You only have to pay for shipping, and it's usually like $2 or $3. $2 or $3, and then you can give it a try. Yep. He said, I'll let you use your imagination. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that one. And G Squared says, I use it most on days I know I'll be having a very late day and need my beard to hold its style a little bit longer. As someone who doesn't use balm, Winter's Chill is my favorite I have. Yeah, G Squared. So Winter's Chill would be the closest to the Invigoration scent that's in their thick blend. So you can even go within the same kind of scent family. You can go Winter's Chill for their thick oil. You can go Invigoration for their thin oil and kind of stay within that. So yes. And no, you guys are adding words where they don't belong. It is, it's Ohio the school that's in Columbus is usually what we refer to them as. But no, I really like everything Artius Man does, everything they stand for. It's a really classy, really cool company. And again, guys, I did not like the company at first. I did not like the beard oil, but and let me rephrase. I did like the company. I never once have had any kind of issues with the company. I just didn't like the beard oil for myself. And we were able to make something pretty amazing. Yep. And Melissa says, I'm excited to smell this. I trust Dan and Sam's noses. They know their scents. Thank you. Sam, definitely. I'm a little bit questionable. I know what I like, right? So awesome, guys. And I'll put that back up down at the bottom here for Artius Man sponsoring episode 14. So shout out to Artius Man. Okay. Here's our first question. And yeah, guys, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Looks like most of you have. So shout out to you guys for being amazing. Here's our first question. And it says, is beard growth rollers effective on a long but thin beard? May it cause breakage? Okay, good question here. And then we have another one, castor heavy, right? Yep, castor is their most potent ingredient there. Yes. And G Squared says, and again, full disclosure, if my wife tells me, hey, we got to get out of the door ASAP, I don't usually reach for it because I have to let it sit in my beard double the time before styling. Okay, good to know. And Bob says, I use Artius Man in my rotation, but no more than once a week. Perfect. Perfect. There's nothing wrong with a balanced rotation. I actually encourage it. And I say that with every company sponsoring. I think you guys should have a rotation. Okay. Beard growth rollers, aka beard rollers, aka minoxidil vehicles, aka derma rollers, aka derma rolling. Many different names. I made up the minoxidil vehicle, but I thought it was pretty clever here. And generally speaking, that is what somebody is going to use. The best way that I could explain it is when you aerate your lawn, right? You puncture your lawn and put a bunch of little holes into it. That's essentially what this is that you're rolling over your face with a bunch of tiny needles. Now they have different sizes. You got to figure out what is best for you. And to begin, I'm going to answer this because I picked it, right? But I do want to tell you guys, I have a video I'm very, very proud of. I will try to link it in the chat, but hopefully you guys will be able to check it out afterwards. But if you just look up Dancy Bearded Derma Rolling, I have a video that is just featuring me. This is not one that's about minoxidil. This is only me on this video. And it's doing pretty well. And I really, really like this video. So I will link it in the chat right now. Derma rolling video. If you are curious about all of the history, all of the details of derma rolling, I have linked that in the chat. Just bookmark it and save it for later. Open it on a new tab, hit pause, and then come back to it because I do break it all down. And Twitch said, AKA, it's like tattoo without the ink. Yeah, it's very okay. So to get into some of the history of the derma rollers, it actually began as a tattoo machine. They called it tattoo guns back then, but now the proper term is tattoo machine. They started it as a tattoo machine with no ink. So it wasn't even like it. It was exactly it. And their theory on this was if you broke the skin, you could activate new collagen to repair. And what they originally used it for was trying to repair scars. So if I went into a scar and I punctured a bunch, and hey, bam, and I punctured it a bunch of times, the chance for it to regrow again healthy should be better. And they actually had some really good results. They had some very promising results. But one of the interesting results they saw was hair was starting to form. Hair was starting to come out. And so they said, maybe there's another application of like generating this collagen and generating hair growth. What if we develop something that you can roll on your face on spots where people don't have beards? Hey, Ward. And so they were able to transition it into something that has a handle. And then there's a barrel that has a bunch of little needles on it. And you roll it over your face and it's going to puncture it hundreds and hundreds of times. There's different theories on how long the needles should be, how long you should go with them. And I had a friend watch that video and he said, I made a friend watch that video. Here's D Dot. Watch that video and Blue, he's been asking me to buy it for him. Nice. He has a patchy beard. And that's the concept of where I was going here is that's what you get with a history teacher. That's true. The concept is normally, hey, Eric, normally this is for people that have patchy beards, that have spots with no hair, and they want to give it a chance to be able to grow. They want to give a chance to activate those dormant hair follicles and get something going. Now, it's not common to ask the question of, would it be effective on a long but thin beard? So, we want to break down the purpose of these. The purpose is to wake up dormant hair follicles. Another purpose is to deliver the active, hey Jeff, to deliver the active ingredient into deeper layers of the skin. So, let's say you apply minoxidil. Let's say you apply a growth oil that is based in peppermint essential oil, and you use that roller, you're going to be puncturing that active ingredient deeper into the skin, into the third or fourth layer of skin. Now, I've looked at some stuff that's pretty freaky, and I hope I don't ever look at it again, but I've seen some of the like body breakdowns where they peel back layers of skin on a beard, and you can see how deep those hairs are rooted. You can see the structure of it. It's a little bit gross, but a very bit interesting. It's very similar to like the bodies exhibit. If you guys have ever seen that one, me and my family went, and it was interesting. Some parts were a little tough, but it was definitely interesting, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. So they're trying to deliver those active ingredients deeper into the skin. That's kind of one way to look at it. Now, if you have a long and thin beard because you are missing a foundation, you have patches in the beard or you have spots where the beard hair is not growing, and you wanted to use this, it could definitely help. Now, these are needles. So if you have a longer beard and you are going through those existing hair follicles, you're going through existing hair, there is a chance that those needles will cut those hairs. And it's not exactly breakage because you're cutting them at that point, but there's a chance that you're going to get a derma roll trim on the longer beard. So if you were asking me, should I try this on a long but thin beard? My answer would be, if anything, let's trim the beard back to a shorter state. Then let's work on the growth. Let's say that you had been trimming your neckline too high or shaving your neckline too high. A derma roller is not going to help you. The only thing that's going to help you would be time, healthy habits, and patience. That's it. You just need to wait it out, trim your beard shorter as it's going around. So in most cases, no. A derma roller is not going to help a long beard unless you have patchy spots, and that could give you a chance to help it out. So I hope that helped out. And guys, I hope that you do check out that video. I will pin it one more time. Very, very in-depth historical video. I break down the science of the derma roller. Not my most viewed video of all time, but very, very proud of that one. If you like my style of learning and teaching, you will like that one. All right, next one. How do I add beard moisturizing lotion in the routine? Great question. Now, and cheers, guys. What are you guys up to right now? Let me know. Are you at work? Are you on break? Are you at home? Are you having lunch? Are you having a snack? I am doing this stream and just about to have some water. But let me know. What are you snacking on? What are you eating on? And then I will continue answering this here. How do I add moisturizing lotion in the routine? So to begin on this one, I have to establish all beards are different, especially if we have different types of beards, different ethnicities of beards. They are literally structured different. You can have dry skin or you can have oily skin. That's a big factor. You can have hairs that are thin, you can have hairs that are coarse. That's a big factor. You can have hairs that are really curly and tight curls, or you can have long, straight, long, wavy. You have a bunch of different types of beards out there, and some things work better than others. Now, I will say, I personally, and I'm not saying I'm right, you guys, I'm just talking about me. I have not experienced those beards personally. Of course, I believe with what I know and what I've studied that every beard on this planet has the ability to have a thriving, healthy, stylish beard without any kind of moisturizing lotion, right? Any kind. Wanted to say, Jason, thank you for stopping in, man. I hope everything's okay with your mom. Reach out to me if you need anything, buddy. But I believe every beard can be healthy and thriving without moisturizing lotion. Now, with that said, there are some beards that lend themselves to accepting moisturizing lotion better than others. There are some cultures that have a tradition and a history of using moisturizing lotions or creams on facial hair, on head hair. And so, of course, they can make that work. But again, I do believe You can have a healthy beard without it. What is the main ingredient in moisturizing lotion? Water. You're paying for water in that situation. And I'm not the biggest fan of that when you're paying for something based on its weight, right? Or based on its volume. Either way, you're still paying for the water. So if you did want to add a moisturizing lotion in, it depends on the and I'm starting some of you guys' questions here. It depends on your intended purpose. When I used to use a leave-in conditioner, I used it once to twice a month at most as a night kind of like rehab, as a night beard boot camp, where at the end of the night, I would put it in, I wouldn't use any oil, and then it would really nourish the beard hairs. Well, I found out that beard butter, quality beard butter, and a quality routine is just better in every way, shape, or form. There wasn't any real benefit for me in taking a night off butter and then using the lotion. Now, I've tried using leave-in conditioner, aka moisturizing lotion, with oil afterwards. Hated it. With butter afterwards. Hated it. So that was not something that I was a fan of. Now, there are other cultures, especially something like a black man's beard, who will often do a method where the beard is damp. They will apply a lotion or a cream, and then afterwards, they will apply an oil to lock it in. That's something that you could do. So many people do that and thrive. I don't think it's super beneficial personally, but for certain beards, I don't think it's detrimental. Seed Ship, the name of my line with Artius Man is called Invigoration. Invigoration. And I can walk you guys through it in a bit here. Actually, let's do it. We can do that right now. So we go to the Artius Man website. Let me break this one down. All right. Code there. But again, guys, Dan C20 or thin both equal 20% off. All right. So if we go to beard, it's got a little drop down. Go all the way to the bottom that says collaborations. So beard, collaborations, and then you scroll down and I am, for the most part, their only one. Yeah, Beard Med Scuba's does by himself now. So I'm really their only collaboration. And other than the Mrs. Bluegrass candle, super cool. And Ken is in the chat right now. So shout out to Mel. So yep, you go to Artius Man, go down to collaborations, and it is called Invigoration. The other way, I'm pretty sure they will have this. Do they have a search bar? Most companies do. No? All right. They should have a search bar. Am I miss? Oh, yeah, it's up here. Okay. So top left-hand corner search bar, you can just start typing Invigoration, enter, and then the products are going to come up. And then you are all set there. It will actually bring up any product that has that in the description. So, yep, Invigoration would be my line on this one. All right. Hey, Bearded Gamer, thank you. And G Squared says, you recommended using in-shower conditioner after a stripping wash? Yes. What if I did a nighttime stripping wash and put leave-in overnight? Same effect? No. So the effect of a leave-in conditioner is totally different than the effect of an in-shower. In-shower is supposed to get rid of tangles and soften the beard. A leave-in is not doing that. A leave-in is actually, when you get done with a leave-in, it usually feels crispy and not great. When you shower, it feels a lot better. But a leave-in is supposed to be pure nourishment. So yeah, pure nourishment. JD, I have the new beard meds, and I will likely be making a video. I'm not going to say how it is yet, but stay tuned. Stay tuned for a video. Okay. And guys, I am highlighting your questions here, and I will get to those right after this. Right after this. Hey, Banana, welcome on in. So again, my top recommendation is don't use moisturizing lotion. And if you do, it depends on your purpose. Okay. All right. Our last set question that we have today is I keep rubbing a small bald spot on my chin. I have high anxiety. Any thoughts on how to keep from playing with my beard? This is a very common question or a very common theme. And it will probably be worth me doing a dedicated video in the near future. And we know, most of us know people through our life at some point that have had spots on their head, had spots somewhere else because they twist their hair. They rub the hair. They pluck the hair. They pull the hair. It is just something it is a habit. It's something they cannot control. So how can we combat that? If you guys have advice in the chat, please drop it. This is not something that I personally struggle with. So I'm not the greatest in the world at giving advice. However, I will give my perspective that I've heard from many, many people. And my answer is you need to replace that urge, that habit with something else that's healthier. It's for if that's really something where your anxiety is really high and that's how it manifests itself, you got to be able to replace it. So for me, I'm always fidgeting with something. I'm always messing with something. And JD, I'm not sure if you can try if you can stack codes on Artius Man or not. You can try, but I'm not sure. So like right now, I just have this little micro cloth thing. I just sit here and I'll roll it fresh out of the camera. You can't tell. It's better than me rolling my beard, right? So my advice is replace it. I used to have a bad habit, and I would take a rubber band and I would snap it on my wrist every time I had urges for that habit. Now, I don't know if that like damaged me psychologically down the road, but I seem okay. I seem okay. But give your feedback, guys. See what you have here. Ruben says, I have to catch myself with my beard and it's hard. Yeah, absolutely. Donald says, I use a fidget spinner and no longer touch my beard. That's awesome. That's literally what I'm talking about, guys. You have a habit, replace it with something new, and that's going to be able to be really helpful. Jeff said, it drives my wife crazy when I do that. So same here. When I drive, I don't pluck, I don't twist, I don't do anything, but I will like separate my beard hairs. I don't know. I get down to like the surface and I'll just kind of run along them. And I'm very careful. I'm not damaging, but it does drive Sam crazy as well. It does. D Dot says, I still touch my beard, so I don't know how to help. Yeah. All right. Ruben says a fidget cube. Awesome. And Leo says, I keep in mind a friend who destroyed his beard by playing with it too much. And that's the thing. Like, this is real. I had a friend growing up that had patches, spots all over his head hair because he would twist. He would just take his hair, kind of balled up and twist, and eventually would come out. And you guys, people underestimate the ability to fully damage hair follicles. People talk about like my Peli multi Gemini video. People are like, I pluck it, no problem. Your plucking can actually get rid of the hair follicle. It can damage the hair follicle to ensure you will never grow hair in that spot again. So don't pluck, don't twist, don't pull. Those things can cause damage. I've heard people that pluck out their grays. Well, you're not going to grow hairs eventually if you keep doing that. So you want to make sure you're careful because this isn't like some scary horror story. It's true. And Leo just said he had a friend who destroyed his beard by playing with it too much. Yeah, it really is. It really, really is true. And D-Dot says, but right now I got myself, so I don't touch it much. That's good. Hey, Judd, hope you're doing well. And the little misses as well. Hello from Wales. Super cool. Super, super cool. Leo says, stroking your beard with the backs of your hand does no damage. That's a very good point. A lot of us on our hands, we have calluses, right? And that can be abrasive and cutting for the beard. But if you struggle with the back of your hand, you definitely are not going to have any issues. The only thing I would be aware of is if you have any nails that are sticking out that can grab hairs, that could become an issue. But maybe that's it. Maybe if you realize that you're doing damage to your beard, you replace it with just using the back of your palm to stroke your beard. That could really, really help. All right. And guys, I am starring your questions here as you come through. And if you have any other bits of advice, would be helpful. Ben says, I rub my mustache when I drive. Yeah, there's something about driving where you just go to it. Driving, I've been thinking a lot about driving. And driving, this is a small tangent to give you guys a preview of Mondays. Driving is like this wild thing that we've accustomed ourselves to. And it's like not natural. Like you think about road rage and people get in this car and your body has to go into this state of like hyper anxiety because it's a very dangerous thing. We all know it's more dangerous. This is not a myth. This is not regurgitated. It's true. It's more dangerous to drive an hour to the airport than it is to fly for 4 hours. Now your body gets into this like hyper state of protection. And so when something happens, like a bad driver, your body just goes, and it lashes out and you have that road rage. Also, another freaky thing is when you do that autopilot when you're driving. I'm guilty of it. I shouldn't be, but I'll be honest. I'm guilty of it. I'll go a quarter mile down the road and I'm driving. I'm not texting. I'm not distracted. I'm driving. All of a sudden I'll think back and I'm like, holy crap. How did I turn? Did I brake? Did I slow down? It's like, whoa, my body just went into autopilot with like one of the most dangerous things that I can do. And so, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And there is something about driving where we do these little movements where we're playing with our beard. We're doing those kind of things. So, yeah. Didn't we have someone? We did have someone in Beard Advice Live that did that. Yep, exactly. And Garden State says, I have high anxiety and panic disorder, so I'm glad I don't mess with my beard. Yeah, that is good. That is definitely good. Yep, absolutely. Okay. Let me see what else we got here. Da-da, okay. Got it. Got it. All right. Any other feedback on this one? Big says, I have patches on my head due to alopecia. I had a spot on my chin, but luckily it filled out. Good. And Biggs, I'm sure with someone that has it, you know this. The number one factor of alopecia and the impact of the hair loss is stress. That's true. And obviously, for anybody, stress is bad for your hair. But if you have alopecia, the more stress you have, the more it's going to show itself. So the best thing you can do is just calm and make sure you don't have too much stress in your life. That would be the best advice that I could give there. All right. And Jeff says, I don't realize I'm doing it until she says something. Jeff, dude, especially when I'm driving, I can be the same way with you. Yep, same way with you, man. No doubt. Hey, William, welcome. So yeah. And so I've got a short beard. What do I do to prevent the edges? Okay, yeah, I'll star this one. It's usually parts I play with. It's a groom issue. All right, we will hit that one for sure. G Squared says, Dan, I do the autopilot thing when I drive often, and my wife is astonished, and she says she never does it. And to her credit, I haven't seen it. That's good. I do it, and it's scary, and I can admit it, but I haven't in a while. It hasn't hit me in a while. I guess I haven't been driving as much as a while. But yeah, there's definitely something there. So final answer to this one, you guys, would be to replace that habit with something else, whether it's a fidget spinner, whether it's a stroking your beard with the back of your palm, whether it's a rubber band. You got to displace that habit and that urge with something else. All right, let's circle back real quick, talk about our sponsor one more time, and then we will hit all the questions you guys have for the remaining about 20 minutes or so. So Artius Man, again, you guys, I would love to highlight their free samples. You go to their page, they have 2 of them that you can get, and you only pay the shipping, which is like $2 or $3. And then if you would like to buy more, anything from them, DanC20 or Thin would be your 20% off. And if you guys want to support this stream and you don't have the ability to support monetarily, which you never have to, just give them a follow on Instagram. Send them an email and say, thank you for sponsoring this stream. Send them an Instagram message and say, you guys are amazing for the Beard Topics Live. That you guys hopefully understand that can go a really long way. And got to try the samples out. Yeah. And then my line is the Invigoration line. Now, I saw a couple questions in there about the Invigoration line. JD wants to know, Invigoration scent long lasting? No, it's not. I wish I could lie and tell you, yeah, it's going to last you all day. I love that mint scent. It doesn't. This is an essential oil, and it's a mint citrus-based essential oil. It's probably about as short-lived as possible. And Londa, I was just going to hit that question. It's about as short-lived as possible when it comes to scents. But man, oh man, does it smell good when you put in. Man, oh man, does it last a couple of hours, and you will get some whiffs throughout the day. And yes, guys, as you see on the screen there, someone asked about, is there a butter that's similar? The Invigoration is in butter as well. And if you missed the news earlier, coming soon, Invigoration is not only going to be in all of their beard products, it is going to be available in their full lineup of body products. Head, hair, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, I believe face wash, and a bunch of other things. I don't know, John, if it's available in sample or not. If somebody could check to see if Invigoration is available in sample, let me know. I know they've ran Invigoration sample deals, so they have it. I just don't know if it's available normally. Yeah, normally. So, yeah, absolutely. What essential oils are used as scents? Peppermint essential oil, neroli oil, and I think maybe like an orange that's in there, but it's basically a couple of citruses and a couple of mints, and they're on there as well. Yep. So they are listed right on the website. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Short-lived, but scents is whimsical and beautiful. I agree. That's perfectly said. Okay. So that is Artius Man, guys. Let's go ahead and take some of your guys' questions from the chat. Now, I already have a bunch saved up. So hopefully we'll be able to get through as many as possible. And if new ones come in, it's, yeah. Okay, here's a good question. Where can we find the samples? Let's do it together. And I'll be able to show you guys here. All right. So you go to their website. I'll pop back full size for you guys. You go to their website, and then right up at the top, literally labeled free beard oil, you click that and they explain everything from their free beard oil here. And let's see if Invigoration is on the lineup for the free one. Dun, dun, dun. I do like Winter's Chill. That's a really good scent. Maybe not. I'm not, unless I missed it. It's not exactly alphabetical. So let me see what that little. Nope. I do not think currently they have Invigoration as a sample. Nope. Maybe eventually, though. Who knows? So good question. And yep, that's how you find it right up at the top corner where it says free beard oil. Free beard oil. Okay. Again, this was G Squared. You guys love Artius Man. He wears it every week. His beard, it responds incredibly well to the thickness. Disclaimer, he uses less oil and needs more time for it to absorb. Love that. All right, Dan, when trying to flatten or relax the side beard hair, do you find you get better results with a blow dryer or a heated brush? I get better results with both. I literally use both on the sides of my beard. So first, it's always the blow dryer with warm and then cold shot. And then I go in with the heated brush as well and use it on the sides. Come end of summer / early fall, I'm going to have a full-fledged updated morning routine video. I just want to hit it at kind of the start of beard season, right? I know all year's beard season for us that are watching right now, but the numbers really start to pick up once fall gets here and into the winter. Summer is brutal as far as beard content numbers. It's not changed anything I'm doing. You guys know I'm doing more than ever, and I love every second of it. But if I'm going to make something that's some really, really valuable content like that, I want to make sure it's getting out to as many people as possible. So I will have that coming up in the future. But truly, my answer is both. It's what I use. Would Artius Man be good for a red beard? Yes. 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 Artius Man, for me, best aligns itself with quiet, watch. Best aligns itself with red, white, gray, silver beards. Yeah. All right. Tim says, can I have my best beard with just oil and wash? Yes. The two most essential products are oil and wash. Does butter help? Oh, yeah. Does conditioner help? For some beards, for sure. I couldn't imagine having my beard without butter and conditioner. However, you can have a perfectly healthy, perfectly nourished, and fully possible great beard with just wash and conditioner. I don't think anything less than that, though. I do believe you need to have a good wash for your beard and a good beard oil, and then you will be fine. So beard oil, beard wash, yes, Tim, 100%. Garden State wants to know, what's the least amount of time a week you should wash? Would you say 3 times is not enough? So it comes down to your lifestyle and routine. If your lifestyle is inside, it's air conditioned, you're not getting sweaty, you're not getting dirty, you're not around a lot of other people that got germs and all that stuff, you're not outside with a bunch of like allergens and pollutants and stuff out there. I think in that situation, I think you could get away with washing your beard every other day. I used to. And I've had a couple of different beard routines. As you guys know, I've updated videos, but I don't recommend that for most people. If you're living a normal lifestyle, if you're playing with your kids, you're going out to eat, you're getting sweaty, wash your beard daily. I'm to the point now where I wash my beard daily. And if there's ever a day for any reason I don't, let's say, I don't know, I'm camping and I didn't want to wash, or I forgot it in the hotel, something like that, I actually feel gross. Like I really feel gross now washing my beard, especially with it being around my mouth and around my nose. I genuinely encourage everyone to wash their beard daily. I really believe it. When we have these good quality products now, it's no detriment to your beard. I think that thought process of not washing your beard a lot was created when we did not have good quality options. It was created when people use soap on their beard and they're like, this is destroying my beard. Well, yeah, but now we have gentle daily washes that are totally fine. Totally fine. So again, just something to think of there. And Garden State says, awesome, man. Thanks. Never thought about it since being laid off. I'm inside most of the time, unfortunately, but I appreciate it. Yeah, and I would still recommend doing it daily. Yep, you appreciate the information of LCW. Yeah, man, of course. And Lana says, Invigoration is a is a wash too. If you, yeah, absolutely. Get the boy. Yep. Yep. It is in wash. All right. Let's continue on the questions here. Okay. Got that one. All right. Dan, any beard conditioner that I can use 2 to 3 times a week? Yep. Any beard conditioner you should be able to use 2 to 3 times a week. Absolutely. I use beard conditioner on average 3 times a week. So, yep. Pretty much any good one, you're going to be fine. All right, here's G squared for later. Microfiber towels. I seem to remember you don't like them and how it feels. That is correct. I got a video on that. But regardless, is it good for your beard, bad for your beard? It is the best for your beard. So I made a video about that where I use a normal bath towel for my beard. And people will comment. They're like, it's so bad for your beard. Use a microfiber towel. I just can't do it, guys. I hate the feel of microfiber towels. I just cannot do it. I don't like them, but they are good for your beard. The results is safe. It is totally fine. Yes. But man, I don't like that feel. It's like worse than a tongue compressor for me. Ugh, goodness gracious. Dan, can you recommend a budget-friendly daily beard wash? $10 to $15 range. Wife buys me dollar store beard wash and I want to get away from that. Okay, good question. It is much easier to find budget oils, much easier to find budget balms and butters. The tough part is finding a budget wash or conditioner. With those ones, it truly is you get what you pay for. If I had to give the best budget wash out there, I would, and it's all perspective, right? Somebody mentioned LCW earlier. That one's going to last you forever. And so when you break it down like price per use, that might be the best budget. Artius Man has a good wash. I use Artius Man's wash on like 2 to 3 times a week. It's not something that I would use daily, but it's not something that's super stripping either. So it's kind of in between. And so for a friendly one, I would say Duke Cannon. Is it my favorite wash in the world? No, but it is budget and it's not bad. It's a daily gentle one. Check out Duke Cannon's beard wash if you're looking for something that's on that side. I vape. Side question. What happened to the bearded cousins? You talk about Kyle and Joe. They're just moving on with life. It wasn't for them, I think is what the content was. I still talk to him from time to time. I just talked to Joe the other day. Good dude. And then Woolly Wizard. I don't know what that means. If there's a company in Canada, I believe, but I don't know anything about them. Would you consider patting your beard down throughout the day to try and keep flyaways down harmful? Nope, Rick, that should be totally fine. If you are breaking your beard by patting it down, it's that's trouble. Tim says Dr. Nick's is pretty affordable. I agree. It's not in the $10 to $15 range though, right? But I agree. Do you recommend conditioner anymore? Yeah, I use conditioner pretty much every other day. Like I said, on average, probably 3 days a week. So yes. Or is just washing fine? Just washing's fine too. You do not need conditioner. I like it for the detangling purposes for me. So I've got a short beard, about 3 inches. What should I do to prevent thin edges on the side underneath my beard? Those are usually the parts I play with. I think it's a grooming issue. It's probably going to come down to how you style and groom. It's almost impossible for me to say without seeing your beard. So I would encourage you to send in to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. We have a show on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. We just had one last night where guys send in pictures of their beards. They tell us problems exactly like this. And then me, my wife, and the community, we give advice and feedback. You would be a perfect candidate there because I would have to actually see to fully understand what's going on. What are the products that you use in a weekly routine? I use beard wash, beard conditioner, beard oil, and beard butter. Am I forgetting anything, guys? Beard wash, beard conditioner, beard oil, beard butter. Yeah, I don't think I use anything outside of those 4 products right now because I don't use balm. I don't use wax. I don't use leave-in conditioner. Is there something I'm blanking on? I don't use mustache wax. I think that's about it. Beard oil, beard wash, beard conditioner, and beard butter. Those would be the ones that I have. Just wash as you do your head hair. Yep. I do wash the head hair too. Yep. That's it. Okay, cool. All right. If you use a shampoo that doesn't have silicone or other artificial stuff in it, would you recommend using it on your beard? No. So I get that question a lot too. Can I just use an all natural shampoo on my beard? No, a shampoo is going to be designed for your head hair. The pH level, the ingredients, the end game of a shampoo is different than your beard. I always run down through this, but it's true. You have about 5 times as many sebaceous glands on your head than you do your beard. That sebum oil is strong. It's going to go through and want to latch onto your hair and not leave. So they make shampoos that are going to be much more aggressive pH level wise to get rid of those oils. As compared to our beard's much drier, literally physically drier. And so it's not going to do as well with that kind of one. So no, I don't recommend that. I would go for a beard wash. Mike says, is Johnson's baby shampoo gentle enough for daily use? So baby shampoo definitely can be gentle enough for a beard. That's different than scalp shampoo. I do not recommend Johnson & Johnson though, personally. Why? The main ingredient is mineral oil. Enough said. So I would say if you want to go the route of baby shampoo, go with a brand that is all natural, that is good. And even then, I mean, how much are you actually saving as compared to beard wash? If you feel like a lot, that's great. Just make sure it's an all natural one. I do not recommend Johnson & Johnson when it comes to the baby shampoo. So yes. Honest Amish Balm is plus shipping. Yeah. Yep. No doubt. He was asking about wash, though, and Honest Amish does not have a wash. Not to steer away from Artius, but I seem to like your collabs. What are all the companies you have collabs with? Woo! All right, let me see if I can run down real quick. They are all affiliates in the companies, obviously, that I work the closest with. That's the way it should be. Okay. I have Ginger Jamboree with Beard Octane. With Fable, I have the teacher, and then on the CBD side, I have the creator. Dr. Nick's, nothing official on a collab yet, but pretty much number 9 is as close as it gets. Luxurious Bastard, I have the Calm Bastard and the Fresh Bastard. The Bearded Mac, I have the Command Mac and the Corner Mac. Copper Johns, I helped create Polies, Skipper, and Sundance. Defined, King's Bounty is dang near a collab, but I didn't help create it. Weatherbeard, I have Coastal Command and Arctic Command. Artius Man, I have Invigoration. Detroit Grooming, Something in the Future. And I think that's it. I think those are the ones that I have that are out right now. Yep, right now. G Squared says, and guys, we got about 8 minutes left. I have Duke Cannon Wash, and respectfully, the bourbon scent is really, really good. I don't use it often, but when I do, I can't deny it's a killer scent for sure, man. Yep, no disagreement there at all. Okay. 4 ounce. Yeah, but Tim, the problem there is when he's talking about a budget one, and you said 4 ounces for $12 before the discount, we would look at a budget wash like a Duke Cannon or even Great Before Shave. You're going to be paying less than that likely with an 8 ounce. So twice the amount of product. And hey, trust me, you know my love for that company and so many other affiliates. I would much rather people go that route, but no. Yep. No. Okay. The question says, should, not what you actually use. That would be my record. So it would be the same answer for me. If you were going to use products in a weekly rotation, I would recommend that you should use oil, wash, conditioner, and balm. That would be my biggest ones. Wayne, how can you tell the difference between a daily wash and a stripping wash? It comes down to the pH level. Now, if you look up Dan C. Bearded Gentle Wash versus Stripping Wash, I have a full video that breaks down all those details. Now, can you find the pH level? If you ask, they don't print it. They don't have to. Above all, Wayne, my biggest advice, if you're wondering about a gentle wash versus a stripping one, just message me. Just reach out, and I will tell you. I know most of them on the market. Yeah, most of them. Yeah, Ken, well put. This is why I love having you guys in here. Ken's exactly right. Shampoo is closer to a detergent than a wash. So dang true. Is that Cremo beard stuff any good? No. In my opinion. Beard wash doesn't harm your head hair, though, correct? Correct, Corey. Yep. It might not be enough. If you have really greasy hair, beard wash might not be enough, but it's not going to harm it in any way. Yep, no doubt about it. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Do you have a list? I don't. Nope, I don't have a list of my collabs. Nope. All right. Hey, didn't notice in the description, invigorating wash for me is in between. It is not a stripping wash. It is not a super daily gentle wash. It's a few times a week wash. Yep, few times a week wash. Nick says the King C Gillette wash works really good and smells amazing. Oil in the honey, not so good. All right, so on the second part, of course, I agree. I don't think their oil is good. Their wash, I do disagree on that one. I don't think that's a quality wash. I think with prolonged use, it will damage most people's beards. Now, I'm not saying that's a fact. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's what I believe based on the ingredients and my experience. Are there any beard oils that have no scent that you would recommend? Yes, absolutely. Almost every company has an unscented option, including Artius Man, who is the sponsor today. But yeah, pretty much every single one. Got any plans this Monday between 2 and 6 p.m. Eastern? I do, guys. Thank you, Mark, for asking. So, Mark, if you could put the name of the radio station in a comment, that would be great. I'm going to be interviewed on a live radio station out of, I believe, Tampa, Florida. Is that correct, Mark? And it's going to be 2:30 p.m. on Monday. So 2:30 p.m. on Monday, guys, I'm going to be interviewed on a radio station. And that would be awesome if you guys were able to listen in, and I could get you some links. Leo says, Dan, I use Johnson's baby shampoo, improved formula. I don't see mineral. That's good. Let me check on that. Johnson's. Now, I could get into deeper on this, right? Do the thought of supporting a company that was using mineral oil, the thought of using a company that has been sued and has lost, with things such as products that were harming more so than the help. You got to think about like other reasons of supporting, but that's just me. I'm not putting that on anybody else that's out there. And so they have this new one. Let me go ahead and check the ingredients. Most of the times they don't even list the ingredients, unfortunately. All right, so water, we've got some just different ingredients, naturally derived. Okay. Yeah. Nope, that's fair. Yep, that's fair. The new formula for the Johnson's baby shampoo is not atrocious. That's not bad at all. So, yeah, good call there. Thank you, Leo. Okay, I'm going to order you later with your code. Awesome. And again, guys, the code is DanC20 or thin. Yeah, DanC20 or thin. And Garden State says, I used Gillette before I found this channel. LCW walks all over it. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so on Monday, guys, I will be on the 102.5 The Bone out of how did I do? 102.5 The Bone out of Tampa, Florida. I will be on there getting interviewed by my buddy John at 2:30 p.m. Their DJ has a really nice beard. Dove claims that Men Plus Care bars are neutral pH. Would those be safe for beards? I would have to take a closer look. If it is soap, no. If it is something different than soap, possibly. Well, I don't know anything about him, Gary. I would have to take a look there. But understand, guys, I'm making a video on the burden of putting phrases like that and how unbelievably low it is in the United States. So if somebody claims it is a neutral pH, now that doesn't mean that they have a 5.5 pH level. That means that they can say it is neutral and they can bend it any way they want. So yeah, Banana Goat. Yep, it is the Bone. Exactly. That's so rad. They're absolutely huge down here. Oh, really? I didn't know it was a big station. So cool, man. Yeah, I will be on The Bone on Monday at 2:30 p.m., taking a break from my camping to go through. All right, couple last questions here, guys. Could you be more specific about the problems you deal with in Artius Man's original formula compared to their thinner? Yeah, absolutely. Great question. So for me, when I use too thick of an oil, my beard doesn't move. I couldn't do this. I like my beard to move. I like my beard to shake, and I like it to come back to its place. The thicker the oil, the more you're leaning towards something that's going to be sticky, something that's styling like a balm or a butter. And I don't like that personally. And that's it. It's just too sticky. It doesn't absorb in. I just don't like it for my beard. Yep. Do you know Russell Spray Grooming Tonic? I don't. That's a rare one that I don't. I know that they're in Europe, right? But that's it. That's about all I know there. The wash shampoo depends on the cleanser percentages. Yes. Yep. The more stripping, clarifying. Yeah. When you start getting into the washes and the water-based products, it isn't, and I say this all the time, but it's true. It's just a different world. It is so dang complicated when we have things that are going to be clarifying as compared to cleansing. It's man, it is so tough when you start getting into those topics. Yep, for sure. Banana Ghost says, I'm blown away. You're going to be on my favorite station. Anyone 80 miles of Tampa knows 1025, and they're about to reach a lot of new ears. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, so you obviously know John. He's a buddy of mine, and we've talked a ton of times and sent products. Mark, who's in the chat, Beards and Vinyl, he's actually like a huge figure in the music scene down there. He knows everybody and all the connections and all the radio stations and stuff, man. It's really cool. Really, really cool. So awesome, man. All right, guys. Well, I'm about to get out of here. We're exactly at 3:00. All the questions are cleared to my knowledge. So that's beautiful. Thank you guys for being here. If you watched in the future and you listened all the way through, you're amazing. I hope that the goals of the stream are coming through and coming true. That is to reach new time zones, to reach new schedules that are out there, and to be able to have something that is listenable after the fact, to have that kind of podcast style as we go through. And the 1025 The Bone, I will post a link likely on Facebook and Instagram. So again, guys, shout out to Artius Man for sponsoring today and making it possible. Hope everybody has a great day, and I hope to see you tomorrow on this channel, 8 p.m. Eastern.